My previous video, I deliberated on superiority complex, citing ways it affects us collectively and individually, and even the ways it has affected the world at large. Today, I'll be talking about something that is in turn an antonym to superiority complex, and it is inferiority complex. Inferiority complex is one thing that has affected a lot of people too. It affects the world at large. Most people go through depression because of inferiority complex. Now, let's look at what inferiority complex is. Inferiority complex is a psychological state that is characterized by a deep-seated feeling of inadequacy, insecurity, and inferiority. Now, someone with inferiority complex is always feeling like he's not enough. He's always amongst his peers. This person feels like he's not meeting the standard. So this is one thing that could depress someone and cause a lot of problem, social withdrawal and all. So this is one of the reasons I'm talking about this. Because if you know someone that is having inferiority complex today, please send this video to the person. Because the person needs to understand that he or she is just having that thing in his head. It's not like they are seeing it. So there are a lot of things inferiority complex does to people. One thing inferiority complex can do to someone is that it causes unnecessary comparison. And this comparison is a very wrong thing because one, it's an unhealthy comparison to the person comparing his or herself to the other people around him or her. And is also not good for the people around because it can affect the person's relationship with them when they are not even aware of what this person is going through. Secondly, it causes persistent feeling of inadequacy. This persistent feeling of inadequacy is more than an occasional feeling of not being enough. You know, there are sometimes you might do things and you feel that it's not enough or you're not meeting the standard you set for yourself. This is different. Inferiority complex is when you have persistent feeling of not being enough. It's persistent, and you know what that causes? Self-blame, always. So, and this is one thing that affects people around you. Another thing inferiority complex causes is deficiency. When I say deficiency, I mean you feel like it's not as if the person is actually lacking, or maybe the person is really lacking the way the person is looking at it, but it gives that sense of deficiency, that sense that, oh, I'm always lacking, I'm lacking something, there's something that is not complete about my life. Please, if you always feel this way, try to understand that no one has it all. So you don't have to always put it in your head that you are lacking. No one has it all. Then inferiority complex too can cause varied feeling like fear of societal judgment, and sometimes causing someone to want to prove himself aggressively, because some people feel that feeling. Instead of expressing it to the outside world, they try to conquer it and behave against what they are feeling inside. And that is how inferiority complex can cause superiority complex. So, and you all that watched my previous video understood how toxic superiority complex can be. So this means that for as much I said inferiority complex is an antonym to superiority complex, inferiority complex too leads to superiority complex. Now, what should you do when you feel inferior? First, the first thing that comes to the person's head is withdrawal from people. Please, if you do that, it will aggravate the feeling and might lead to depression. So whenever you feel inferior or inadequate, try to remind yourself of the good things you've been doing before or of the better days you've had. Also, you can talk to people. You can also seek a therapist. You can look for people, not negative people, please. You look for positive people that you can talk to and they will help you out of this. So These are the things you should take notice of. So, having said all that, we know now that inferiority complex can lead to low self-esteem, can lead to aggression, and can lead to blaming of others, can affect your relationship with people around you, including your family and at workplace. Like you also know that inferiority complex can cause superiority complex. Now let's look at factors that can instigate inferiority complex. A lot of people have inferiority complex because of their previous experience, their past life, people that have faced one or two traumatic situations in life, people that their childhood was not smooth enough, that they had a lot of rough life in their childhood, people that are affected by sudden situations and conditions, and all these things are things that can contribute and also cause depression. So to this effect, on my next video, I'll be talking about depression extensively. Thank you.